said. We have to be able to receive and accept that forgiveness is for us regardless of what it is that we've done, because we've all done horrible things. And horrible is not really a word that I would like to use, but it's the best term because in our own minds we can all equate and relate to what we think horrible is. Well, I think it's horrible when somebody drives drunk, and I think that other people might think that infidelity is horrible, and other people might think stealing a paperclip is horrible. But you see, that's what we think, but what does God say? And so whether or not you're feeling so horrible right now, I want you to be in position to know that you're able to receive forgiveness. It is for you. There is no other way for you to get to the process of saying, you know what, I'm going to be free and I'm going to make the choice, until you understand and grasp what exactly it is. When Peter asked Jesus, how many times do I forgive? 7. Jesus said no, 7 times 70. So that tells us that it's a continual process. And how many of you would like to sit and have someone just poke you, oh, once I forgive them, and then they just keep doing it, and guess what? You have to keep forgiving them. Look at all the things that we've done. And could you imagine one day if you're walking along and every time you sin there was a little buzzer, beep, 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 every time that you sinned, and some days it might be beep, 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 and other days it might be beep, 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 beep. But if there was always that reminder, would it make you better or would it make you feel worse? But bottom line is that for each time that you recognize it and you seek forgiveness, it is there for you. But see, we can't get anywhere else because I didn't know how. I didn't know what it meant to do any of this. I had to learn the hard way. And sometimes the hard way is the best way, even though it's the hard way. And so when you're looking at your life, do you want to do this? Do you really want to be free? Do you really want to say, you know what, I want to be obedient because being obedient is worth it? I will tell you that when you adapt a lifestyle of following Christ and recognizing that, yes, there are always going to be people that hurt you, and it isn't about the hurt that they cause you, but about how you choose to respond, that will make all the difference in your life. There are many people in all of our lives that have hurt us. Everywhere we go, there are always going to be people that are going to hurt us. I am no different than you. I'm really not. I have hurt people, and I have had to seek forgiveness for hurting those people because I didn't have an obedient lifestyle. I didn't have anything in my heart reflecting anything of obedience. I lived for myself. And as I grew in Christ, I kept hearing this thing, forgive. You need to forgive. You need to forgive. And it was actually quite irritating because I could hear all these people around me saying, you need to forgive, you need to forgive. But I didn't know how to do it. I didn't even know what forgiveness was. All I knew was it was this abstract thing that people would say, and I start to think about this as I was coming here this morning, thinking about it would be no different if somebody said, go drive the car, and you don't know what a car is. How are you going to drive a car? And so this is where I absolutely believe that as a society and that we in the church have failed in actually teaching what needs to be taught to set people free. There is a lot of commands of things, and it's not a Greek ideology to think, well, how am I going to do this? And in my intellect, I need to rationalize and then figure out and analyze. That's not what this is. The whole purpose of this is to help you understand what forgiveness is, so that way we can walk together through that process. And so when we are looking at how we get there, I said in the very beginning that it's something for you. I've also shared with you that it is a choice. Every single decision that you make is a choice. And every decision that you don't make is also a choice. Indecision is a choice. And a lot of people fail to recognize that as well. And then they wonder, well, what happened in my life? How did I get here? I don't know how I got here. Well, I can tell you because you didn't make a choice about your life and where you're going. So you have a choice about the direction of your life. You have a choice for your future. You have a choice for how you respond. You have a choice for how you react. And you have a choice for every single decision that you make. You have a choice for the food that you put in your mouth, the words that you speak, the words that you hear, the gossip that you listen to. You have a choice for what you allow to infiltrate your life. You have a choice of what's in your heart. And you today and every other day have a choice of what you are going to purge out of your heart as well. And that's the thing that is forgiveness. It is a choice. It is a reflection of your heart without a doubt. There is no way. So what is your heart reflecting? And for me, I did tell you all the things that my heart reflected. And now it reflects patience, which is a very, very big deal for me because I didn't have patience. I didn't know what patience was, which would make sense because I'm very unforgiving. And unforgiving people are just focused on what everybody else should be doing for their own benefit or for the benefit of that unforgiving person. And so the reflection will change. And if we are reflecting Christ, don't we want to have a spirit of forgiveness? Don't we want to be filled with His Spirit? Don't we want it overflowing in us to where we are able to be free and to be used in the way that we need to be used? I know I did, and I still do. And as much as I'm saying this to you out there, I am speaking this for myself too, because I am always needing to be reminded of the word of forgiveness, what it is, how it works, and the lifestyle of Christ. That is probably the biggest thing in my life that I want to share with you is how are you living your life today? And if you don't really know Christ, today is the best day for you to be here right now. You see, I didn't know Him either. I just thought God was up there somewhere. I didn't know a whole lot about Jesus until the day when I asked Him to come into my heart and fill my life. I repented of all the things that I had done wrong because I couldn't get anywhere without Him. And it doesn't matter what you've done because you will be forgiven. Jesus, please fill my heart. Please forgive me, and it will be clear. I encourage you to do that today and get into a church that's going to help you get on the right track with Jesus Christ. And you know, one of the things I want to do as we come to a close today is I want to thank you for being with me. And I also want to thank my sponsor, Katrina Loco, with Women of Abundant Wealth, for helping me and being here today. And always remember, as you go forward, a life worth living is a life worth forgiving for you.